What if I told you the brand new Google Pixel 10 Pro XL comes with both a surprise upgrade and a frustrating limitation that could change the way you use your phone forever? Yes, this year Google has done something unusual, and it has left many Pixel fans confused. Compared to the Pixel 9 Pro XL, Google actually increased the battery size in the Pixel 10 Pro XL. It's not a huge difference, but 5,200 mAh compared to 5,060 mAh is still a small step forward. Now don't worry, I'll break down the numbers later, but the real twist lies in what Google has done with the entire Pixel 10 series. This year, Google made the new Battery Health Assistant a mandatory feature across all Pixel 10 models. At first, it may sound helpful, but it's not as simple as it looks. According to Google, once your phone completes around 200 charge cycles, this software will begin adjusting your battery's voltage and charging speed. They claim this process will continue gradually until the phone reaches 1,000 cycles, helping to slow down battery aging. Google even explained this during the Pixel 9 launch, saying users may notice a slight drop in runtime as their batteries age. The system will also regulate charging speed, so you might feel your phone takes longer to charge as time goes on. What this really means is that once your Pixel 10 crosses 200 cycles, you'll notice reduced battery life and slower charging. Google has given 45W fast charging this year, but after those 200 cycles, how much will it drop? No one knows. They also assure that even after 1,000 cycles, your battery will still hold 80% of its original capacity, but the question is, why force users to use this feature? Why not give the option to disable it and let people decide whether they want full performance or extended battery life? After all, competitors like Samsung are far ahead, with the Galaxy S25 Ultra offering endurance of up to 2,000 cycles before dropping to 80% capacity. This makes many wonder, are Google's batteries simply less durable? Of course, every smartphone battery degrades over time, but the problem is Google forcing everyone into the system. It reminds many of the Pixel 4a situation, where a software update drastically reduced battery life, which was a huge disappointment for Pixel users. With the Pixel 10 Pro XL, despite the slightly larger battery and the new processor, the overall battery numbers are expected to be almost the same as the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Maybe you'll get an extra 10 to 15 minutes, but that's about it. And since the Battery Health Assistant is mandatory this time, the long-term performance could even end up worse than the Pixel 9 Pro XL. For reference, last year the Pixel 9 Pro XL easily lasted a full day, ending with around 42% battery left, giving about 6 to 7 hours of screen-on time and even pushing 8 hours with continuous use. The good news is that users testing the Pixel 10 Pro XL confirmed there are no heating issues, which is always a plus. Now here's one area where Google really pulled ahead of Samsung, the new Pixel Snap wireless charging system. It's based on the updated G2 wireless charging standard, and I even talked about it in my last video. This is truly one of the standout features of this year's Pixel devices. Google also launched new accessories, and the best part is you can even use MagSafe accessories with the Pixel 10 Pro XL. This is something Samsung's S25 Ultra doesn't offer, and for some users, this could actually be a deciding factor when choosing between the two. But let's be honest, when it comes to raw performance, the Pixel 10 Pro XL is still no match for Samsung's flagship. In fact, in some cases, it doesn't even beat the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Google used TSMC for the new Tensor G5 chip, but when I looked at the benchmark numbers, the multi-core score was still weaker than last year's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So, how can it compete with this year's Snapdragon 8 Elite inside the S25 Ultra? Simply put, it can't. Still, if you're not a heavy gamer or power user, the Pixel 10 Pro XL will handle everything you need just fine. So at the end of the day, the Pixel 10 Pro XL brings some improvements, but also restrictions that might annoy longtime Pixel fans. For casual users, it's a solid phone, but for performance enthusiasts, it lags behind. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my upcoming deep dives on the latest tech. I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, take care and peace out.